Good day everybody. So here I've got a bicycle looking like this. So it's 40 centimeters, 16-inch big. So it comes in almost 90% assembled. Okay, so to assemble this, I need an adjustable spanner, Allen key, and a Phillips and head screwdriver. So let's open up this box. Okay, so these are the content from the box. Front wheel, body, supporting wheels, seat, pedal, assembly instructions. Okay. Okay, so let's get the assembly started. So first thing is inserting the handlebar. Okay, remove the protective cap from the handlebar stem and loosen the Allen key bolt using the 6mm Allen key. Okay, and then place the handlebar stem into the top of the head tube, ensuring all cables are free of tangles. Okay, tighten the handlebar stem in the frame while observing the minimum insertion mark and checking that the forks and handlebars are both facing forward. Okay. Okay, to assemble the handle to the frame, you need to loosen up this bolt so that this bit at the bottom can line up with the tube, this handlebar, and then the whole thing can go into the tube. Okay, so the tube is in. So you can adjust the height of this handle, bring up, down, and just tighten the bolt where you want this handle to be. Okay, so this is tightened now. Okay, so the next step is to insert the seat. So insert the small end of the seat pillar into the seat clamp and tighten. Okay, so ensure the seat level and facing the front. Tighten with a 30mm ring spanner. And the seat pillar must be inserted so that the minimum insertion mark cannot be seen. So this is the seat. And if you look carefully, there's a marking here. So this is the minimum amount must be inserted into the body frame. Okay, so insert the seat to the frame and just tighten this bolt. To tighten this bolt, you will need 2 sets of spanners to hold the bolt and nut from both ends. Next thing to assemble is the pedal. Alright. So attach pedals carefully, engaging the thread initially by hand. So the right hand pedal attached to the chain side of the crank with a right hand clockwise thread. The left pedal attaches to the other side crank's arm and has a left hand counterclockwise thread. Okay. So the end of each pedal spindle are marked with either R for right and L for left. And tighten with a narrow 50mm open in this spanner. Okay, so this is the pedal. As you can see, it's got markings on it. So L, this is indicating left hand side. R for the right hand side. Okay, so another important document is provided. So right hand, you rotate this in a clockwise direction. On the left side, anti-clockwise. Okay. So looking from the driver's seat, this is the left hand side. So I'm putting left pedals on, and you turn this anti-clockwise. To tighten up as much as you can by your hand. Okay, when the thread is fully in, using a spanner, give it another tight. Make it tighter. Okay, time for the right hand pedal. So same thing again, but this time turn it clockwise. Okay, when the pedal is fully in by hand, using a spanner again, once again, and give it a further tight. Next step is to assemble the front wheel. So turn the bicycle upside down, rest it on the seat and the handlebars, then insert the front wheel into the forks. Where supplied, ensure that the small tab on the washer under the wheel nut is located in the slot in the forks. This tab will ensure that the wheel will not fall out should the nuts become loose. Lastly, tighten the wheel using a spanner. So insert the front wheel to the body frame. So I need to loosen up this bolt a bit. Okay, important thing to consider is this tab on the washer goes into the hole on the frame like this, and then tighten the nut, and same for the other side. So this tab to go inside a hole on the frame and tighten the nut. And make sure to tighten it with a spanner. Okay, next thing to do is adding training wheels. Okay, so first insert the axle bolt through each trainer wheel, followed by the washers. Next, insert each assembly into the L bracket and attach with hexagonal bolt nut supplied. Then remove the 50mm rear axle nut from the bicycle and fit the metal locating bracket onto the rear axle so that the tabs fit into the frame slot. Place the training wheel support arm over the locating bracket. Refit and retighten the rear axle nut. Note that the train wheels should be positioned so that they do not quite touch the ground when the bicycle is standing vertically. Okay, so undo the nut. Remove the washer. This is the slot we need. Okay, now insert the supporting wheel and put the washer and nut back on. Okay, so repeat the process on the other side. Remove the nut. Washer. Put the supporting wheel and washer and nut back on. So as you can see, you can move the height, adjust the height, and tighten it, the nut, to the level you need. Now you can turn the bicycle to upright position and tighten the nut using a spanner. Okay, next thing is to adjust the brake. So adjust the front brake by loosening the brake cable at the ankle. For using a 10mm spanner, squeeze caliper by hand to ensure the pad sit squarely and evenly on the rim. Pull the cable tight and retighten the ankle bolt so that the brake pads are a maximum of 2mm from the rim on each side. Fine tune by turning the cable barrel adjuster. Brake shoe nuts and cable anchor must firmly tighten. Test before riding. Okay. So on the bicycle, this is loose, so this needs to be tightened. Yeah. And when I press the brake is not engaging the rim, so it needs to be adjusted. Okay, so tighten the brake handle by using an Allen key. Okay, so the brake is now secure. So now I need to adjust the brake pad. Undo the nut. Anti-clockwise. Okay, so pull this cable down as much as you can and then tighten this nut. So now, when I press the brake, see the pad is engaging the rim. Okay, so you should also tighten this using a screwdriver. This is now tight, it doesn't rotate. Okay, assembly is now complete. So check the brake operation. Okay, make sure it stops. The pedal is working well as well.